Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the difference between the global edits and the local edits, and when to apply which one and how do they affect your image. So without any further ado, let's get started. So for this video, we are going to use these two images. As you can see, number 1 and 2. So it is same image, but I just made two copies. So in number 1 we'll use only global edits, and in number 2 we'll use only local edits, and then we'll compare both, that which one suits better and which one has produced better result. So before we begin, let us first understand what is the global edits. So global edits is basically whatever adjustment you apply, white balance, exposure or high dynamic range, highlight, shadow, white, blacks, any of these sliders which you apply, it will be applied to entire image. And what local means is basically if you select certain part of the image, for example in this image, if we see this area over here, it is bit dark, but I have very nice exposure on these things, so I want to only lift shadows in this area, that is called local. So let's see this image number 1 and let's apply all the global edits. So to do that, I'll go to high dynamic range first, pull down the highlights all the way down to recover the details in the clouds, lift up the shadows all the way up to get some details in this area which were under shadows, increase the whites a bit, pull down the blacks a bit to create some contrast, give it of clarity, give it of structure, and let us change white balance to daylight, give a little bit of warmth, and we'll give a little bit of contrast. Exposure will reduce a bit because this part is little overblown. Maybe we'll lift up a blacks a little bit instead of reducing, and saturation is absolutely fine. So this is how it pretty much looks by applying all the global edits, and let's compare how it looks. So this is before and this is after. So pretty decent job, but however let's compare that with applying only local edits. So now when it comes to local edits, you have to be very careful in selecting the area which you want to apply your edits. For example, in this area, I really like the exposure, the light, the contrast, the color in this part. I do not want that to be affected at all. All I want is some shadow lift in this area, some shadow lift in this area, and pull down the highlights in the sky. So to do that, I will go take empty layer, and let me take the selection of the sky. So for local edits, you have to select each and every area you want. So now if I hit M on the keyboard, I will get the mask. Now again we want to select only the sky, not the trees or the building. So for that I will go to Luma range and I will remove the brighter pixels from the selection. This has gone little too much. Let's increase the fall off, reduce the sensitivity. And give little bit of radius, maybe about 50, because I can see it is creating some halo here. Right, so we'll apply this mask. We'll right click on this icon and refine the mask, so that will take care of any halos if there are any somewhere here or somewhere here. Rasterize the mask. Now let me hide the mask by pressing the key M. Now let's see, I'll reduce the highlight. I will give little bit of reduction in this exposure as well to pull out more sky. Let's zoom in just to ensure there is no halos. No, it has made a very nice selection. There isn't any halo. And let's warm this up a little bit because the entire scene is warm. Maybe till here. Yeah. So this is before, this is after. So as you can see, we have applied only highlights correction in the sky, and we have not affected any of this part in the image. Now let me take one more layer, empty layer, and let's take another gradient selection in this area. Again we'll go to luma range. So this is one thing you need to keep in mind, that if you are working with only local edits, you need to make a use of luma range every time to ensure that you are selecting right areas which you want to work for. Otherwise if your selection or if your mask it is not precise, it will not give you the good result what you are targeting for. In other words, you need to make your mask very precise, and it is a similar principle in any editing software you use, Lightroom or Capture One. The principle remains the same. Right, so we have created nice mask for this area, and let's go refine the mask, apply. Now let's see what it does. Now if I lift up the shadow, it will lift up shadow only in this area. Then I'll pull up bit of black and give tiny bit of contrast. I can reduce exposure also a little bit. So as you notice, with the local edits you have more choice over your edits. Now let's take one more empty layer and select this part of the image. Again we go to luma range and display mask. Same process, reduce the brighter pixels because we want our selection to be applied only on the darker pixel. A bit of fall off and apply. Now another benefit what you have with this working on this selective way, for example I want only this tree to be affected and not this tile area. So what I can do, I can hit the M on the keyboard to show the mask, take the eraser and I can simply brush out the mask from this area. So that will remove the mask from this tile area. That's it, that's pretty much. And right click, rasterize the mask. Sorry, not rasterize, refine the mask. I hit the wrong button over there. Apply. So the refine mask basically it refines the edges of the mask so you do not get any halos. Hide the mask and again same process, lift up the shadows just a bit, pull up the black just a bit, and so this is how you can keep going on and on until you feel that you have achieved the result you want. So now let us compare both the images. So this is image number 1, this is image number 2. So as you can see, image number 1, it is little flat and the details in the sky is not very well recovered, and while we lift up highlights in the sky area, it has also affected the highlights in this area. But however, if you see this area, it has retained all the details of the styles, the color, the texture, and it has only worked on the areas which we want. So let's review them in full screen. So this is with the local edits, this is with the global edits. So as you can see, it has lost a lot of contrast, very flat, and here it's still moody, still retain the color tonality. And what we can further do, in fact, we go to the background layer and we will apply structure to the overall image, so it will pull out little bit of more structure. There we go. So this is local edit file, this is global edit file. So for me, as a my personal taste, I liked the file edited only with the local adjust. But however, you write me in the comment box that which one did you like the most, and if you have ever attempted to edit your photo in a way that you are only using the local edits and not the global edits. So with this is Tulsi signing out until I meet you in the next video.